Today I'm going to give you 5 things that you should know about Lyman Run if you're going to go there to ride. You're probably looking at me and wondering, does this guy wear the same clothes every day? Lyman Run is a place that we hadn't even put on our radar for a place to go ride. We just ended up there by 2 of our friends taking us to their camp for the weekend to ride Whiskey Springs. Number 1, it's expensive and hard to find gas at Lyman Run. There's only one tiny little store out in the middle of nowhere that has one gas pump, and the gas pump is so old that it's actually still on a real dial. It's not even digital. So I think I paid $5.89 a gallon for 87. Currently right now at home, even though the gas prices are high, I think we're paying $4.89 a gallon. So it's almost $1 a gallon more when you can even find gas up there. Like I said, it's so hard to find gas that when you find gas, you better buy it or you better bring it. I took a 5-gallon gas can with me, and I ended up putting the gas that was in my 5-gallon gas can in my truck, and then I went to the store and bought 4 gallons of that really expensive 87 and put it in my buggy. Number 2, the riding at Lyman is much more fast-paced. 25 to 35 miles an hour is pretty normal, and so they've adopted hand signals on the trail systems to let you know how many people are in your crew and how many people are in the oncoming crew, because you'll have to slide by one another at different points, and with that high speed you need to know who's coming around some of those blind turns. Number 3, you probably ought to plan on camping, or better yet, renting a cabin. Everywhere we went up there were cabins for rent. When I say that the amount of cabins up there is absolutely insane, believe me, it's pretty crazy. I'm talking that you probably can't go a mile without seeing a cabin for rent. You would drive through a normal town in most places and it would be people's houses. The population up there is so low that there's actually little towns of camps. So if I were you, I would probably try to find a place to stay, to camp, maybe split it with a couple friends, and then you won't be so rushed around because, like I said, that place is out in the middle of nowhere. Number 4, be prepared for a lot of dust in that area. There's a lot of dirt roads, there's a lot of dust at Lyman itself because of the fast-paced riding. Some of it is in wide open sun, and those wide open sun areas get extremely dusty. The parts that are through the trees and down in the forest and the canyons, they're not nearly as bad. But that's pretty typical of anywhere that you go to ride. The open sun areas always get really dry really fast, and the dust can get absolutely insane. If you don't wear some kind of a face cover, we didn't wear them this time because we were told that the dust was actually not as bad as it normally is. But if you don't wear a face cover, you're probably going to be blowing dirt out of your lungs and nose for days on end. Number 5, the last and most important thing to know about that area up there is it has a pilot connector program. The pilot connector program is a permit that you can buy from DCNR. If you buy the permit from DCNR, you're allowed to actually ride the roads. There's hard paved roads, there's dirt roads, there's township roads. I've never seen so many open roads to ride. To get to Lyman Run, we actually took hard roads and hard packed dirt roads the whole way to the trail system from the camp that we were staying at. We didn't even barely touch the connector program that would allow us to get the whole way up into Coudersport and further branched out east and west. The $40 pass is absolutely worth it if you're going to ride the roads up there, and I suggest you buy it because the roads actually make it so that it's almost like one gigantic trail system all over the place. All right, that's it. If you're thinking about going up into the Coudersport area, check out Lyman Run and maybe Whiskey Springs. I think you'll have a good time and be safe out there.